What's up, guys? Today we will go through what I read, which is quite a lot, to be honest. I started with Nightwing 2002, issue 71 to 83, which is the start of Devin Grayson's run. It gets a lot of bad rep, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. I think the family dynamics were really well written, and the action balanced it really well out. Then a new comic, It Killed Everyone But Me. It's a mystical horror fantasy rooted in reality, really gripping and unnerving. So, to the plot. I have them written down in my trusty dusty journal. Look, I even have a Sonny Angel Jason Todd I made. In 1996, Sutton Reed is the only survivor of a brutal murder during the weekend getaway with her friends. 3 decades later, the horror strikes Riverton once again. And I think it's only a 3 issue run, so you will get through it pretty fast when the other twos come out, so I will continue reading this. Red Hood issue 1. Not much could be said about this, as the series got cancelled, and I give it 2 stars. Batman Dark Patterns issue 10. I love this comic so much. This is case 4 and also the last, because this will only be a limited series with 12 issues. No, please continue this. Anyway, this case focuses on a mysterious arsonist spreading his fires all across Gotham. But Batman is still recovering from his previous case, another banger issue. Then I got around to read Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 4. Incursion gets 3.5 stars. Miles is still on Earth 6160 to find his little sister that got swallowed by a portal into this Earth, and he's still trying to get her back. At this point, I would just go home. He was in Japan, in that universe's Japan, the last issue, and in this one he's in Russia. Magik has now that baby. Yeah. But I think this is the... Oh, it ends with issue 5, yes. Yeah, they fight Magik, and he even gets a pep talk from his spider. The Unchosen issue 3, it finally picks up into something. So the first 2 issues were kind of more introductions into the world and the characters, but it really picks up here. It's the penultimate issue, so if you're into fantasy with an interesting magic system, give it a read. 4 stars. Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, issue 4, 3 stars. Young Lizzie is back in time where Bruce and Selena are getting married, which so sad that never happened, really. But it's definitely more for a younger audience, still a fun read. Then we have the new series by Tom Taylor, Court, Children of the Round Table, issue 1. 7 friends go on a hike and get chosen to be the next Knights of the Round Table, and they all get weapons and stuff. Fun read, definitely also more for a younger audience. It reminds me of the Disney Channel movie. What was the name?
Me from the future. It's Avalon High.
Yeah, not much could be said from now. I think it's very hard to judge a comic just from its first issue, especially when it's ongoing. So let's see. Then something that surprised me, Artificial issue 1. 4 stars. This young woman tries out a dating robot, finds out she likes it once more. I think it's a great discussion to be had on how we are evolving with AI, if it's backwards or forwards, if it's a positive change, especially if we can romantic and emotional connection with a robot, which sounds insane. But with all these chatbots, you wonder. Okay, Robin and Batman Jason Todd issue 3. Good ending, not as good as the one with Dick. 3 stars. Batman issue 1. Go read it for yourself. 4 stars. Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 10. 5 stars. I love this series. Sad that this issue will kind of end the overall arc because she'll have a new suit as Sabretooth, if I'm not wrong. She's a very relatable character, I would say, minus the powers, but you get it. Her stories are heartfelt and entertaining. I like the way she interacts and works with other heroes. In this issue, she saved her little sister Gabby from a witch, Strega, who turned people into zombies. With the help, obviously, of Xerxes, son of Dracula, and Clea. It all turns out well in the end, but still fun. Go read Laura Kinney Wolverine. I feel like Marvel is really good at writing female heroes. I really care for them. I want more of them. Then we have Batman and Robin issue 25, 4 stars. Finally time for a new story arc, yes. The other one dragged a bit too long for me. A new villain, the Quiet Man, appears on the scene. Also, we get some very touching moments between Bruce and Damian. Still not the biggest fan of having 2 almost free Robins, to be honest, the current canon, but it is what it is. But it's also pretty cool that Bruce has his new suit in this one. I find it weird that nobody's like, that's a nice ass suit. That blue really brings out your eyes. Anyway, Absolute Batman issue 11 and 12. I accidentally skipped last month because I don't know why. So, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? This is intense. So, Bane went after Bruce's friends in an attempt to break him, make him into this new Bane. He wants him part of his army. Let's put it like that. Also, can this boy catch a break? Oh my god. Not 1 minute of peace. Not 1 minute of peace. It's brutal, hard hitting, emotional, amazing. Go read Absolute Batman. Incredible. All Absolute universes are absolute. Go read the Absolute universe. Okay, I don't just read comics, okay? I also am still on the Indifferent Stars Above. It's about the Donner Party. Really interesting. Some of these passages hit really hard. I'm listening to the audiobook and it's so gripping. The narrator is very good. I'm also reading Kitchen Confidential. Yes, I'm still on that. I'm a slow reader. And also Bones and All. We have some more. I also finally got up to date with Absolute Flash issue 126. Not as good as the others, but surprised me. I feel like in comparison to the other universes, this is also more for a younger audience. It's not as bloody as the others are, and also not as brutal, but still very good, very gripping. 15-year-old Wally West gets powers that turn him into, well, not yet, into the Flash. He's still on the run, and let's see how far he gets. Well, no, in the last issue, I think he got captured, but we will know next week. Oh my god. Martian Manhunter issue 126. This comic took me a bit longer to go through because I just had to take it all in. I don't even know how to put this in words, but go read Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Oh my god. And then I read Magik issue 1 to 4. I also made a separate video about this. Hey, we're not done yet. I've still got some more. Then I got Magik issue 1 to 9. What I realized is that Marvel heroes love to tour the world. They're always at a new place in each comic. Talk about their carbon footprint. But to kind of wrap it up, Magik finally accepts her dark side, Darkchild, and they kind of merge together. But because she made a deal with Liminal, she couldn't defeat him in 3 weeks. She turns into Darkchild, but she was able to seal him away into Cal's body. Cal is part of the. Wait, I need to look it up. He's part of the Society of Eternal Dawn. Turns out they're a bunch of thick cats and want to kill Liminal, who's still inside of Cal's body. And Magik, like, girl, get fucked. And now they're on the run and have to fight an entire magical society. Yay, we're nearly done, okay? I promise. Then we have the New Avengers, issue 1 to 3. Pretty fun. It's a team built around Bucky and Natasha, Black Widow, so it's not like the movies. Laura Kinney is also part of the team, the Hulk, Namor, and also Clea Strange, who is the wife of Doctor Strange. To wrap it up pretty easily, they have to fight cloned versions of the Illuminati, but they're all kind of fucked up versions of them. They came out wrong. A face only a mother could love. As of the last issue, they're in Japan. Pretty fun. Carnage is also part of the team as of the last issue, so let's see who the last member is. I think someone's missing. I don't know, but pretty fun. I will continue reading this. 4 stars. No, 3.5 stars, sorry. And the last comic I read is Justice League Red, issue 1. Not much I can say yet. So far, part of the team are only Green Lantern and Power Girl. And they had to go to a planet called Vara to fight off like a giant robo thing as Red Tornado sent out a distress signal. But it turns out the robot wasn't even a real threat, it was just spreading food. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Let's see where it goes. This is all I read this last week. What did you read? What's your favorite book of the week? Recommend me something. Recommend me something you think I would like. I also want to shout out Buried Long Long Ago. The last issue will come out next week, and I will also be on a Geek Show on Thursday. Thursday, yes. Talking about the newest comics that came out this week. So make sure to check in, tune in, go follow the Geek Show, unfollow me. It's a great podcast where each week new comics will be discussed and even more. So check it out. That's all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Batman.